Hi, Darren Mangum here, securities lawyer, Mangum and Associates. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel. From time to time, I like to get on here to give an update, especially when it comes to cryptocurrency markets. A lot of our clients are, into the crypto business, issuing tokens of different kinds, blockchain-related offerings, and cryptocurrencies. Wanted to give a little update on, and the SEC obviously has taken a very aggressive approach. Not so much with issuers, most of our clients are issuers of tokens, and it's very clear that their securities and the existing securities laws, Regulation D, Regulation crowdfunding, Regulation A, they all provide ample cover for issuers of tokens, right? As long as you're providing fair disclosure, adequate disclosure, material of all your material facts of the business through a PPM, all of that. Really, you don't have anything to worry about. You file your exemptions under Regulation D or Regulation crowdfunding, not a problem. What the SEC has really been going after are the exchanges, right? And the brokers, right? The ones that are, facilitating the secondary market. When we say secondary market, this is not the initial issuance of the tokens to the first round of investors, but it's later when they're being resold, listed on exchanges and trading. They're really going after these exchanges. And the latest, and as you know, we've been giving updates on Coinbase and Binance and all the exchanges, at least the U.S.-based ones that have been under the gun from the SEC, and that's why a lot of crypto issuers they're taking their tokens and they're listing them on foreign exchanges overseas and what have you. And we'd be glad to help you navigate that if that's your goal. But I wanted to comment on this article by Robinhood. This is a Reuters news article, and we'll provide a link in the show notes or the description here. But yeah, Robinhood has received a Wells notice from the SEC over crypto tokens being traded on its platform. What is a Wells notice? A Wells notice is basically it's a shot across the bow that the SEC shoots at you or over your bow, and it's not like they're filing a legal action, but it's like a notice, like, hey, we're planning on filing, or we're considering filing an action against you, a securities enforcement action. And here are the reasons why. And a Wells notice is like, hey, here's what we think right now, and we're going to give you like the last opportunity to maybe refute what we're saying or our approach, right? And so it's an opportunity for your securities lawyers to say, hey, we don't think you should come after us because of these reasons. Maybe have some of the facts wrong about what we're doing, blah, 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 right? But 99 times out of 100, if you get a Wells notice, you could respond to the Wells notice. And we always encourage you to do so because it does lay out, it helps you kind of organize your legal strategy on how are you going to defend yourself. But in most cases, you're getting a Wells notice. It's just basically a matter of time before they actually file legal action. Not always, right? Not always. Maybe it's an opportunity to either settle or figure out a settlement with them before it gets to that stage, or in rare cases, you may be able to talk them out of it, saying, hey, look. But in most cases, they want some. It's basically, hey, we think you're violating the securities laws, and here are the reasons why, and giving you a heads up. So not always do they have to do that, but in most cases they do, especially in a pre-litigation proceedings, right? And maybe you've already been subject to investigation letters and formal letters of inquiry and all that. And Wells notice is, hey, based on everything you provided us so far, we're still not satisfied because of these reasons. anyway, it's just part of that investigative process, right? So the fact that Robinhood has got this Wells notice, basically they're saying, hey, we think you're facilitating the trading of registered securities. And really, the problem is in the industry, there is a lack of specific legislation for crypto exchanges. I don't see that changing anytime soon, and so I think we're going to see a continued flight of. Again, if you're U.S. based and you're an issuer, that's not the problem. The problem is the secondary market, right? When you're facilitating trading of your token after you've held the token, or your investors have held the token for the required holding period. Okay, now they want to trade it. Usually it's like 12 months later after the holding period under Rule 144 is expired. Now they want to facilitate in the trading of those tokens. Now what, right? And so, again, nowadays with all this, I'm optimistic that, because a lot of times, okay, the SEC has taken this aggressive approach. A lot of court cases, a lot of judges have sort of pushed the pause button on, hey, wait, not so fast. This is a big industry. It's not really going anywhere. It's going somewhere, but it's not going away, is what I'm saying. And so, again, they're, telling the SEC, hey, look, you can't certainly go after all these exchanges, arguing that these are securities, when in some cases they clearly should not be considered securities. They're more like commodities at some point, right? So, anyway, this is a very fluid and evolving area. We're super. We've been very, very involved in this area and helping issuers really navigate. Hey, what? And again, when it comes to the actual primary issuance or the initial offering of tokens, it's a very much clear lane to get into. It's the question of all these exchanges. How is this going to evolve? And I think eventually there'll be legislation that gives a clear, hey, here's a crypto exchange legislation that allows for the operation of these exchanges legally in the United States without the heavy regulatory burden. And maybe the SEC is going to oversee that, but that's just that's the problem. You got a regulator that's being really hard about it, and there is no real clear avenue for them, aside from just saying, hey, we want to list on NASDAQ. But again, it's just a matter of the exchanges catching up to the technology or the creation of this new legislation, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, again, it's just where it is, right? And so, we're certainly still a fan of it, and we certainly are glad to help you navigate your token offering and give you guidance so that at least that, hey, here's the playing field, and you can move forward with confidence. So anyway, if we can help you with your crypto offering, feel free to reach out to us. Come to our website, reach out to me, call us, free consultation. Anyway, but yeah, thank you for subscribing or follow or at least listening to this YouTube channel. And if you find it helpful, feel free to share it. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.